Lost my place. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backwards, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness, for even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. I want to explain how junior achievement has helped me. First, I'll give some background on myself. At 9 months old, I was separated from my father, and my mother gave very little direction. I eventually found my father on Facebook at the age of 12, once childhood had already passed. We started talking on the phone and through Skype, and I eventually moved in with my father. Whenever I did, my father became the bow that guided me, the aim in me, the arrow. While in junior achievement, I saw that they were an additional bow to help me and the rest of the arrows in the classroom. I was always engaged in what was going on because Mr. Muniz had made it easy to understand the content he was covering, and Mr. Muniz kept my attention with his almost animated presence and fun personality. He cared about taking time to answer questions and was never upset when we had a question. He even brought everyone donuts one time. The material covered was an elaboration of what we had a vague idea about how to behave and act in the workplace and outside of it. Mr. Muniz covered things like what to put on our social media sites, like Facebook and Twitter. He covered what we should wear to interviews and in the workplace. He covered conflict management in the workplace, where he gave us real-life scenarios that we had to fix. He talked to us about the consequences that came with the decisions that we would make. He taught us about teamwork by having us work together to build the tallest building out of index cards, paper clips, and our laptops. He taught us about personal branding, which means the personal expression of who you are and what makes you unique. He helped us to find out what kind of career we want and helped us to figure out what kind of education we needed to do that career. I always felt like school was kind of pointless, but now I understand because of junior achievement. In the end, I believe that junior achievement has helped me to understand, 1, what I'm getting into later on in life, and 2, how to handle it. I know what employers need, and I know that employers need an educated workforce and people who can get things done on their own. I was a kid with no direction, and junior achievement helped me. So I believe junior achievement can help other kids who need direction and aim in their life. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your time.